Yo! What's up, everybody? Zain Mirza, aka Mr. Know-How, back again with another video, and I'm excited because it's my jewelry collection, and I get to show you the jewelry that I wear every single day and the meaning behind each one. Now, you can notice I'm not wearing them right now, but I'm going to bring them in real quick. But first, let me give you a small pictures of which one I'm talking about. So, let's get started, alright? So first, let me do a little magic and place them on. It's one, it's two, and now that's three. Video, I'm going to be showing you each individual ring or group of rings depending on the meaning separately. And I'll put the picture right over here just so you can see it. And first we're going to start with the right hand. We're going to go top to bottom. But before I begin, I just wanted to say that each ring or each piece of bracelet or jewelry that I have on me has a very special meaning to it and has a memory that I have connected with it, and that's why I wear these. I tend to express myself with jewelry, and each one has a memory that I like to think anyways, that I get to carry this memory with me every single day, and that's what makes it so special to me. So if you're wondering why I wear so much jewelry, that's the reason why. And now let's go into explaining. So first one we're gonna do is the first finger on my right hand, and picture for a close-up will be right here. And this one is just a simple ring like wings, a sword and shield, and it says faith right here. And the memory connected to this one I got at Reno, Nevada, and I went to Street Vibrations, which is a motorcycle event that I went with my mom, my dad, and my brother. And it was like a special just family event that we went to, and I'm glad I got to commemorate it with a memory with this ring, which is very, very special. And so that's the connection with that ring, and then we go on to the next two fingers because I'll group these ones together so you'll see the three pictures right here and possibly right here if I want to. But with these three, let me just grab them off. These three are very, very, very special to me. See, me and my girlfriend, we like rings and we like to get matching ones, and every time we had a big trip, we would always stop by this place, Super Silver, which is a really cool place of good rings for affordable prices. And we got this one first in Santa Cruz. We were walking on the boardwalk, and we were just trying to look at places for rings, and we were like saying that it was too expensive, and we just came across this place, and we just decided to get matching ones, and this is the first one we got, and it's really special to me. And then the second time we went to see Khalid in concert, and we got this ring right before we went, and it was just a really, really cool experience, like another memory that I have with my girlfriend, and we have a matching pair. And then last, we went to another trip. We went to IKEA because she was getting furniture for her place, and this is the ring that we ended up getting. You should have seen this in my Christmas present haul. And these three rings are my favorite just because like they have so much meaning to me. And if I go to sleep or if I'm just casually at home, I don't have all of my jewelry on all the time, but the main ones I keep are like these three. These ones I always keep on with me, and I always make sure not to lose these. These are very important to me. And that's those ones. And my pinky, I have two. I have another style one. This one's a Gucci ring, and I got this one when I graduated college, actually. It was like a little graduation present that I got from my family members. Thank you. And it was just such a cool piece. And then I stacked it with this one. This one right here is like kind of like, it's like a square, but has like different like sides to it. I just thought it was cool. And I got this one at a flea market. I went to my very first flea market to commemorate the memory. I got a ring. It was a really good deal. I only got it for 10 bucks, you know? And I just thought like with the whole Gucci vibe, how it's kind of like extra like stacking them, and like it just looked a little bit like giving me that vibe, and I just really, really do like it, which is why I stacked them, not why I wear them, but it's just a really cool. And then now we go on to the bracelets of the right hand. And so first one right here, and that one is this bracelet. It's like a beaded bracelet with 4 lion heads on it. I just think it's really cool. But this one I actually got from a family member that recently came and visited in Australia. And I was telling him all, like, he noticed how I wear a lot of jewelry and I like fashion, and he like took notice of that and asked me about it. And then like he also had a common interest in accessories, so he gave me which one of these, and I was super happy, and I was glad to accept it from him, and glad that I got to meet him, and it was just a very special memory. And I always keep it with me. And then now we move on to another one, and this one's a bit heavier. This one This one's a skull bracelet all around with the added stone on it. I added the stone myself. And the stone I got from my girlfriend and like on a ring, but the ring part kind of broke, and then I tried to fix it and it didn't end up working. So now I put it on this one so I could always have it with me. But the bracelet part of it, I had a different bracelet, and my dad liked it because I told him, hey, you know, is there any place I can, you know, get this, like, you know, fitted for me? And you know what he did? Tried it on, said, thanks, son. So I was like, oh, okay. And then he wasn't wearing this one, so then he let me have this one. And I was like, thanks, Dad. So we just kind of made a switch, which is really cool. But I really like this bracelet. Always have it with me. Always keep it with me. And then let me just put that bad boy on. Gosh, this one's kind of like, sometimes it's easy, and then sometimes it's... There we go, finally. Jeez, but the last one, I'm not going to take off the last one because this one takes forever to put back on and get it right. So I'll just send a picture up right here of what it is. And this one's, it was a necklace, but I felt like that I wanted to make it into a bracelet, and it's a cross bracelet that my girlfriend gave me as a present. And on the front of it has our anniversary date, and on the back has our initial ZM in DC. And I just always keep it with me. I've never taken this one off, and I never will. So I always keep this one with me wherever I go. Another one of the special ones that I have with me at all times. And never leaves my sight. I guarantee you, never leaves my sight. But that's why it's so special to me. It was a very special gift, and I always keep it with me. It's just like, you know, I always like to carry a memory of her with me. So I have my bracelet and then my 3 rings, which I always keep a memory of her with me no matter where I go. And I love each and every single one of them. And that's my right hand. So now we're going to go on to the left hand. Now, I like both gold and silver. So you can see here that on the one hand I have silver, and then on the other hand I have gold. I know some people don't really like to, like, oh, you can't wear gold and silver together. I don't care. Do not care at all whatsoever. That's the beauty about fashion. Like, you can, like, wear whatever you want. If you have the confidence, you can pull it off. And that's what I like. I do not care if it's, like, gold and silver, like, oh, it's a rule. There's no rules, man. Don't listen. Wear what you want. But anyways, going on, let's start off with, again, from top to bottom. So we're going to go first with the rings. So this one is a very cool ring that my dad gave to me. He originally got it for him, but he decided that he wanted me to have it. And it has a picture right here. Like, this is the Assyrian bull, which is like a creature in my culture. I mean, we had this like in ancient times. Like, so this is like has the head of like our long king Ashurbanipal, and then has like the wings of an eagle, the body of a lion, legs of a bull. So it's just like a mythical creature that like that's really in Assyrian art. I think it was in the British Museum where you could see a big like kind of like hieroglyph. It's like just like carving into stone of like the Assyrian bulls. It's like really cool. Guys want to, you could just check it out. And then on both sides of the ring, you have the Assyrian flag, you know, because I'm Assyrian, so fits with it. And I keep this on my first finger. So I really like to keep it with me because like it's something that like my dad like gave me. And it was just really special. And I was just like, yeah, I like to represent, you know, my culture and everything. And now we move on to the next one. This one is just a simple kind of gold ring with like a little red stone right here. And like a little kind of like carving, engraving details on the top. This one's special to me because my grandma decided to give it to me. And, you know, my grandma doesn't like give a lot of jewelry out. But when she does, it's like very special to me because she gave this to me personally. And I like to carry it with me all the time, which is why I wear it. And I just love carrying the memory with me. And lastly is my watch, my Apple Watch. Now, this one was just like a spur, like at the moment gift. Like I didn't even know I was getting this. My dad got it for me, and I got the band myself though. I got the original white one, and then, you know, I went to Walmart and I got a silver one, and then that one ended up breaking, and I got a gold one too, but that one ended up breaking. So I had to get one more reliable. So I got this one off Amazon, and it's held with me for so long. So I really do like it, and it came with a watch adjuster, so I was able to adjust it to my size myself. Another thing I like to do, if I could do it myself, I will. So that's what was really cool about it, and I like to wear it all the time. It's my everyday watch. People say don't wear it with the suit. I don't agree with that, just because like I think that's mainly because of the band. If you have like the sports band, then I tend to think more, okay, yeah, you shouldn't wear that with a suit because you're going for a more formal look. But if you change the band to something like this, then I think it's okay, because then now the band with the watch matches more of the aesthetic. So now we're gonna go onto the necklaces. So my first one, I'm just gonna take it off right here. Now this one I literally just got yesterday, just because this was my brother's, but like a piece fell and we couldn't find it. He was super sad, but I wanted to keep it with me because my brother has a blood disorder disease, and I like to like keep praying around, hoping everything is okay and everything goes well. And like just because he wore this, just because he doesn't wear it doesn't mean I don't want to wear it for him. I like to keep it and like, you know, like just like, oh, my brother's going to be okay and he's always going to be with me, which is why I wanted to have this, even though like it's kind of like has a missing piece, but that doesn't really matter to me as long the meaning behind it is what's important, which is why I wanted to wear it. And I always going to keep it with me. So that's the reason for that one. And then this one is one like this one's like, I think the oldest one out of all of my jewelry collection. This one is just the Assyrian flag, and it's a beautiful piece. It has my name on the front, has my mom and dad's name on the back, and this one's like one of the other most special ones too, along with the ones my girlfriend gave me, because when my parents decided, like, they knew they had a child, they wanted it to be firstborn. The firstborn wanted to be a son, and usually in my culture, if you make a promise to God, and they said they wanted their firstborn to be a son, and they made a promise to God that if it was, they wouldn't cut his hair for 7 years. So that's what I did. I had really long hair, guys. Maybe I'll show you a picture right over here, and you'll see. And when on my 7th birthday, like for us, you don't usually cut your hair on Sundays, and I was only allowed to because of that promise. And the bishop cut my hair, and it was just a really special moment. And my parents wanted me to have something like special for that day, and they were able to get this done, and it was just a really beautiful piece. And since I was so young at the time, they didn't let me have it after that, you know, but when I got older, they decided that I would finally have it again, and I'm glad. This is like a very, very special piece, and I always carry it with me. And the jeweler, actually, like, he retired, so can't get the exact same one, right? It's one of a kind. But and that's the meaning behind that one. And then lastly, we have, I'm just going to take this one off. No special trick for this one, guys. But this one is just simple gold chain and a cross. This one, actually, this was my mom and dad. This was their jewelry, and they let me have it. And I was just like, you know, just going through like old stuff and going through jewelry box. See, like, oh, let's go through the memories. Again, like Joyce, I like going and asking my parents about the memories. And I asked this one, and I was like, oh, this was ours. We got this a while back, and, you know, we want you to have it. And so they let me have it, and I found it really special, and I just keep it with me. And I've kept it ever since. Like, this one, I never take off. Sometimes the cross ends up falling. I don't know how, but luckily, I've never lost it. I've always found it when it came off, so that's luck. I can't imagine, like, I would freak out if I lost it. It'd just be crazy, but that's the meaning behind that one. And then, like, little accessory jewelries, I have this one. This one is to keep my keys. Like, I got tired of putting my keys in my pocket, and it just was really annoying. And for me, like, I didn't want, like, my pockets to have, like, some kind of, like, faded shape around it because of my keys. So I decided to have a clip, and I got this one. This one was actually on one of my Zara pants. This was, like, came with it, and I just kind of, like, made it differently to, like, you know, like, my personal style. So I have my key here, and then I have another thing that I got with my girlfriend. This one says, it's just a little coin that says you and me on it, and she has the same one too, which we got another match. We like to get a lot of matching pairs if you haven't noticed, guys. But anyways, and then I have another cross that I got a while back. This was a while. This actually used to be a keychain one. Like, I'm very, like, I like to be creative, and, like, I mess with a lot of stuff. So a lot of stuff I tend to add myself. I take apart and then I put it together in different ones. This is another one of those examples. So I always have that with me. And then last one's kind of big. This one is like out of deal. This is like probably the only one that I don't really have a memory to. It's just because I just like a kind of the biker aesthetic, like the biker chain. So let me do it right now. Ready? And this is the biker chain that I have now. On it is a little extra pieces. This is a Harley Davidson one. I really like Harley Davidson, and I took it off of a wallet. So that's why I loved how long it was and how exaggerated it is, which is why I picked this one. And on it, I have a little extra stuff. This is like little extra pieces from my bracelet that you saw earlier. And I just didn't want to take part and like put it away because I just thought it would just be a waste. And so I put it here. And then another one, this is a bullet that I always carry with me. This one, me and my dad go shooting, and I we never really take pictures when we're going shooting because we're just so focused on having fun and then leaving right after. So I took some of the bullets, and me and my dad have a matching pair. Like I have this one, he has a different one, but it's the bullets that we actually shot. I didn't take somebody else's, so you don't think so. But this is a cool piece and really like has a memory attached to it too, with the bullet. But I just thought it was a really cool piece to add, and yeah, that's that's my jewelry collection, guys. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you stay with me this long, and thank you if you have, and listening to me about how these pieces mean to me and why I wear them. So stay tuned next week, guys. Another surprise video coming up, and I'll see you next week. Bye.